99 miles per hour. That is what Tarik Skubal's fastball was sitting at yesterday in his rehab start, less than 5 weeks after elbow surgery. 5 scoreless innings, 2 hits, 6 strikeouts, 0 walks. And this is the part that got me, he wasn't even done. After 5 innings and only 54 pitches, he went back to the bullpen to throw more because he still had too much gas left in the tank. The best pitcher in baseball is back, and every single contender in the league just picked up the phone. Today we are breaking down everything, how the rehab start actually went, when he's coming back, why Detroit is almost definitely trading him, and, most importantly, which team is going to win the Skubal sweepstakes. And I've got a bold prediction at the end that I think is going to surprise a lot of you. Let's get into it. Okay, so Sunday, June 7th, Tarik Skubal takes the mound for the High West Michigan Whitecaps. And look, when a guy is coming back from elbow surgery in basically a month, you are just hoping for clean mechanics, no red flags, maybe 60 or 70 pitches, and a clean exit. That is not what happened. Skubal was dealing 2 hits allowed, no runs, no walks at all, 6 strikeouts. His fastball was sitting in the mid to upper 90s and touching 99 miles per hour in a high A rehab start coming off of an elbow scope. That is not a guy who is being cautious. That is a guy who is completely locked in and ready to compete at the highest level. And the craziest part? He only threw 54 pitches in those 5 innings. Most pitchers throw 80 to 90 pitches in a rehab start of that length. He was so efficient that he had too much left in the arm, which is why he voluntarily went back to the bullpen and threw additional pitches after the outing. The Tigers had to be thrilled watching this, and terrified at the same time, because the better Skubal looks, the more every contending team's front office fires up their phone. Now, real quick, for anyone who doesn't know the full backstory here, Skubal has won back-to-back AL Cy Young Awards in 2024 and 2025. He won the pitching Triple Crown in 2024. He has been the best pitcher in baseball for 2 straight years. This offseason, he won a record $32 million salary in his arbitration hearing. He is going to be a free agent after this season, meaning wherever he plays in 2026 is almost certainly his last stop before a massive long-term deal somewhere. He got hurt in late April against the Braves, had elbow surgery on May 6th to remove a loose body, and he just made his first rehab appearance exactly 1 month after going under the knife. This recovery has been so fast and so clean that Tigers fans have been waiting for bad news every single day, and it just hasn't come. So when does he actually come back to the Tigers rotation? Based on everything we know right now, this week. The Tigers were hoping to activate him for their upcoming series against the Guardians. That would be as early as this weekend. He may only need that 1 rehab start. 1. The recovery has been that clean. Normally after elbow surgery you are looking at extended rehab, multiple minor league outings, careful monitoring. Skubal did it in a single start and looked like he hadn't missed a day. Now look, there will be a careful ramp up once he's back with Detroit. You do not throw a guy coming off elbow surgery right into 100 pitch outings. Probably 75 pitches, then 85, then full workload over his first few starts back. By late June, early July, he should be completely back to his full dominant self. And that is when the trade deadline machine really kicks into overdrive. Alright, let's be real about where the Detroit Tigers are right now. They are 26-39, 13 games under 500. Since Skubal went down on May 4th, they went into a complete free fall, losing 17 of their next 20 games at one point. Their offense has been one of the 3 worst in baseball. Their bullpen, which was a genuine strength last season, has been awful. And here is the cold hard truth. Even if Skubal comes back and is completely lights out, this team does not have enough around him to make a real playoff push. The offense is too broken. The bullpen is too unreliable. You cannot pitch your way to a championship with one elite arm and everyone else struggling. Jeff Passan at ESPN said it best. This is the Skubal deadline. He called it flat out. Every contender's deadline plan runs through whether or not they can land this guy. And Detroit, as painful as it is for Tigers fans, almost certainly has to listen. Why? Because Skubal is a free agent at the end of this season. If they hold on to him and miss the playoffs, they lose him for nothing in the offseason. If they trade him now, they get back a prospect haul that could form the foundation of the next contending window. The choice is brutal but clear. And Skubal himself addressed the trade rumors recently. He said, and I respect him for this, we just have to start winning games. Last year, there was not one word about me being traded. That is a competitor talking. He does not want to leave. But baseball is a business, and the Tigers front office has to think about what's best for the franchise long term. Okay, this is the part you came for. Let's rank every serious contender from most to least likely to land Tarik Skubal. Number on, the Los Angeles Dodgers, obviously. You knew this was coming. The Dodgers are 42-23 right now. They are a machine. They just hung 9 runs in the first inning against the Angels 2 days ago. They have Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts. Their lineup is terrifying. But here is the thing. Even the Dodgers have a weakness. Their rotation behind Yoshinobu Yamamoto has question marks. And when October arrives, having a second ace-caliber arm changes everything about how you construct a playoff rotation. They have the farm system to do it. They have the money. And they have been connected to Skubal in trade rumors going all the way back to 2024. If the Tigers make him available, Los Angeles is going to be at the front of every conversation. Number 2, the New York Yankees. This one just got a lot more interesting because of Aaron Judge. Judge is out until at least the All-Star break with a rib stress fracture. The Yankees' rotation has been solid. Carlos Rodon on a 6-game quality start streak, but they are going to need more in October. And without Judge, the urgency to add something significant has gone through the roof. Passan specifically reported that the Yankees will, quote, gauge the cost of Skubal when the Tigers make him available. They are not just kicking tires. They are serious. Ben Rice has been carrying this offense at an MVP level, but a team that just lost its best player cannot afford to be passive at the deadline. The Yankees have the prospects. They have the need. They have the urgency. Do not sleep on New York here. Number 3, the Atlanta Braves. The Braves are 1 win from 40. Their offense, even with all the pitching staff injuries they have dealt with, has been one of the best in the NL. Ronald Acuna, Michael Harris, Nathaniel Lowe. This lineup can beat anyone. What they need is a front-of-the-rotation arm who can give them 7 innings in a playoff game and shut down elite lineups. Skubal does exactly that. The Braves have prospect depth, and they are connected to this deal specifically. Multiple reports have named Atlanta as a suitor. If Atlanta adds Skubal, they become the most complete team in the National League, period. Number 4, the Milwaukee Brewers. We talked about this in our trade deadline predictions video. Milwaukee is sitting on one of the top 3 farm systems in baseball and has genuine holes in their rotation for a deep October run. They got swept by the Dodgers in last year's NLCS, scoring 4 total runs. Skubal fixes that problem. He is the kind of pitcher who can carry you through a 7-game series. The Brewers have the prospect capital and the motivation. Watch this one carefully. Number 5, the Seattle Mariners. This is my dark horse. Seattle is right at 500. Trying to get back into the race. They have Randy Arozarena in his final year. Logan Gilbert entering his last season of team control next year. This window is closing. They did not have a true ace when the Blue Jays eliminated them in last year's LCS. Skubal changes that completely. And their farm system has been elite for years. They have the pieces to make this work. I said in our deadline predictions video that Seattle wins this sweepstakes. Yesterday's Rehab start made me even more confident in that pick. Okay, so what does it actually cost to get Tarik Skubal? Here's the thing. This is a rental. He is gone after this season no matter what. But he is the best rental pitcher in the history of the trade deadline. 2 Cy Young awards, healthy and dominant. And his prorated salary for the rest of the season is only around $10 million. That is an absolute bargain for what you are getting. The return package is going to be historic though. We are talking about multiple top 100 prospects. At least one player who is big league ready or close to it, and probably a second high ceiling arm or position player on top of that. To give you a reference point, when Zach Greinke got traded at his deadline, when David Price moved, when CC Sabathia went to Milwaukee back in 2008, those were the benchmark trades. Skubal is better than any of those guys were at the time of their trades. For the Dodgers, it might look something like their top catching prospect plus 2 or 3 more pieces. For the Yankees, a package centered around one of their top outfield prospects. For the Braves or Brewers, multiple pitching and position player prospects. Whoever gives Detroit the best combination of immediate upside and long-term ceiling wins this thing. And the Tigers are going to be patient. They are going to let teams bid against each other and drive the price up. They should. All right, my bold prediction. And I want you to remember this one. Tarik Skubal gets traded before the August 3rd deadline. That part, I think almost everyone agrees on at this point. The Tigers are too far back. He is a free agent after the season. And yesterday's Rehab start just confirmed that his trade value is at its absolute peak. Here's my actual bold call though. The team that gets him is not going to be the Dodgers or the Yankees. It is going to be either the Atlanta Braves or the Seattle Mariners. Here is why. The Dodgers and Yankees are the obvious front runners, which means Detroit is going to use them as leverage to drive up the price on everyone else. The Braves and Mariners both have strong farm systems, clear motivation, and something important that the bigger market teams don't have: desperation. The Dodgers can recover from not getting Skubal. Their roster is deep enough. The Yankees have enough pieces even without him. But the Braves' window, with this specific core of players, is right now. And Seattle's window is closing with every passing month. Desperation drives blockbuster trades. Watch Atlanta or Seattle make the move that shocks everyone. That is my call. Drop your prediction in the comments. I want to see who you've got. Tarik Skubal looked absolutely filthy in his rehab start. He is coming back to the Tigers this week. And the 2026 trade deadline just became the most anticipated trade deadline in years because of it. If this video helped you understand the full picture, drop a like. It genuinely helps the channel more than you know. Subscribe if you are not already on board, because I am covering every single rumor, every move, every development on this story right here as it happens. I will see you in the next one.